back to Seal from the Heart Creation, where creating is the process of the mind. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I actually did this picture clock. Now, of course, I know for those that watch my TikTok, you have seen that I had made one with my second eldest granddaughter. And this is the baby here. Her grandmother wanted me to make her a clock, and she wanted me to jazz it up. So I'm going to show you how I actually did this clock and put in the numbers, because I did something actually a little different than what I did the first go round. So in saying that, the materials you're going to need is a clock. I brought mine from Walmart maybe in 2007, so it's not the same clock as they have nowadays, but it works just the same. You would have to measure your clock in the inside once you take it apart to determine how big your circle is going to be. Then I have the screwdrivers. I have 2 of them. This one actually came in 4 screwdrivers. You have your Phillip, your flathead, and then you have the same in a smaller version. I'm not sure if this one's going to work that well, so I chose another one with a sharper tip. You're going to need some vinyl sticker paper, and this is the brand that I use. And you're going to need some glitter cardstock, and this is the brand of glitter cardstock that I use, which is a heavy duty. And for me, I like to embellish my outside of my picture clocks, and you're going to need some type of embellishment if that's what you choose to do. So without further ado, I'm going to take you over here to the Cricut, and I'm going to show you exactly what I did in order to incorporate this particular design. Okay, we are now at design space, and what we're going to do is in a new screen. The first thing we want to do is get an image of a clock. So I'm just going to go ahead and push image, and I'm going to type clock. And I'm going to go over here to my far left and push free. And I'm going to choose an image of a clock, and I'm going to go ahead and choose this one that's free. Add it to the canvas. And as I mentioned, my dimensions, I'm going to go ahead and put them as 7.3. And it looks like I have to unlock this to make the second, which is height dimension 7.3. I'm going to go ahead and lock that back. I'm going to move this over to the side here. And then I'm going to upload my picture. And of course it comes in big as crap, so I'm going to go ahead and push that down to like 7.7. Okay, I'm going to move this over to the side. I'm going to lock that one back because it comes open unlock. I now want a circle so that I can slice the image to put in there. I'm going to widen this circle some so I can get it over the faces. I can see the circle. You have to get all the dimension of the picture in there in order to make a perfect circle. So when doing this, you have to make sure that you have enough of the picture inside of the circle in order for it to make a circle, because it has to have that background in there. I'm going to send this back. I think that is as good as I'm going to get it, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to slice. Okay, that's as best as I'm going to get it. So I don't need this one, and I don't need this one. So I'm going to put this in here, and I'm going to stretch this out. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add some text into my picture here. So what I want to say is my kids and I. I'll make that a little smaller. Let's try 50. Well, let's try 45. Let's put that here. I'm going to change that color. Go ahead and curve that a little bit because I do not want that to be in the way of my numbers, because I'm going to also put my numbers in here. Just put my numbers in here as well. So, oops. Let me go ahead and bring the clock over instead. Let me put that in the back. And I'm going to put that here. And I'm just going to add my numbers where the little notches are, so that I would know where I want to put my notches. So I'm going to get another text box, and I'm going to go ahead and do this off camera because I got to do 12 numbers and there's no need to have you on camera while I do this. So I'll see you once the results are completed. Okay, I just wanted to give you an idea of exactly how I was placing these numbers. So what I did was I placed my numbers, if you let me bring it up a little bit so you can see. I placed my numbers inside and I used these notches to give me a guideline of where everything was supposed to be. And my numbers are measured at 0.293 by 0.482. And I changed the color, as you can see, to a sky blue. So I'm going to go ahead and add these last two here, and I'm going to remove this, and I changed me and my kids and I'm going to bring that in a little bit more and bring it down some. I'm going to select it all and I'm going to flatten it. All of the little notches here, because I don't need them in there and I don't want to mistakenly print them. I just want the circle. So again, my circle is 7.3 all the way around the clock shape, and this is actually 6.389 by 6.264. So I'm done with everything. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit make it. I'm going to select the send to printer. It's taking a little time here to prepare. It is going to be my Epson 2803 series. I want to use system dialog because I wanted to bring it up so that I can change my paper selection inside of the printer, and I want to leave the add bleed on so that it won't run, the colors won't run all over the place. So here I'm going to choose preference, and right now it says the paper type is on plain paper, bright white paper. I don't want that. I want the premium photo glossy. That's what I want. And I'm going to select print and print that out, and then I'll see you over at the machine, at the Cricut. Okay, you got to be very careful when you do this. Okay, I'm going to also use some double-sided tape to tape down my frame. So this is the tape that I'm using, and I'm just going to put a couple of pieces in the location where I think it should go, just to get it a little secure down there. And I don't want to add glue because glue is messy. So I decided to just put the double-sided tape down so that I can go ahead and stick it in the inside of the frame. I'm just going to do a little slit. We're going to improvise here. There we go. Where there's a will, there's always a way. And I'm just going to go ahead and add me some tape here. So this can be down. Let me pull this side up. Pull this tape off that we already had on there. And I'm going to put that one down first. And then put this one down underneath. Okay. Luckily it's black and you can't really see it. So now I'm going to take my vinyl covering of the picture. And you got to be very gentle with this. And I'm going to lay this down right here. And there we go. Okay, now it's time to put everything together. I already picked out my little embellishments and I cleaned my glass. So now I'm going to go ahead and put my glass in first into the clock's holder. And I'm going to put this battery cable in, or box in, and it's a snap in the back. So I'm just going to snap that back in there real neatly. And then I'm going to put my minute hand on first, I believe. Yep, the minute hand go first. And then the hour hand goes second. And then actually the little hand go first, the big hand goes second, and this is the second hand that goes around. There we go. Everything is in place. I have my screws here. Screw this back in place. Oh, and this Dollar Tree screwdriver also is magnetic at the end, and you get 4 screwdrivers for $1.25. I don't think that that's bad at all, especially when you have products that actually works. The Dollar Tree is actually stepping up, y'all. You haven't been over there, I advise you to stop on in. They have a lot of new products, and we're talking about different products. It's marvelous. Okay, and look at there. You like how that looks? So I'm going to go ahead and add my little embellishment on here so we can do the final touch. Just put a dab there. I'm going to send it right here in the center. Hold it a little bit so that it can go ahead. I'm only putting it on the 12, 3, 6, and 9. There it is. It's ticking. So these are the 2 projects in which I have completed. I hope you really enjoyed yourself. I appreciate you liking, subscribing, and ringing that bell. And of course, sharing. This is the end. of another project. Thank you for watching. You have a marvelous day on purpose.